Boy, I've been gone for a couple of weeks and people are hot.
Gone too long. Too long.
People are mad, man. Give me my shit.
Every show that we post up, I always see, where the fuck is Let's Do This?
Hey, man, I was mad about it kind of at first because people were fucking with me, but it's nice to be.
Really? I guess I didn't read that far into the comments. It's just every time I clicked on something to listen to one of the shows, I'd see in a comment like, "Hey, this is great and all. Where the fuck is Let's Do This?"
No, I appreciate that too. I mean,
hey,
it's
dude,
nice.
At least somebody cares out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Our one fan is looking for our show. What the fuck? God damn it, Corey. What the fuck is going on?
Where's the show?
I know, because when they get pissed off at you. It's not like they're looking for me to go, who the fuck is that show, co-host?
Well, it's nice to hear, man. It's nice that people want it that bad, that they will get pissed off about it. We tried to do a show last week.
Your house, yeah, we did. No, we did try to do a show last week.
I wish it had caught on.
We had technical, failures.
Yeah, man, we were trying so hard to get a show recorded. I mean, we spent an hour trying to record the same intro.
Yeah, you talk about.
I was so mad.
Talk about killing an intro. It's like, God. All right, let's do it one more time and see what happens. And
yeah, can you remember what you said?
Yeah, I know.
Man, what happened last week, people, is that I'm not sure, but when we were trying to record, the recording would just stop. Yeah. No matter how many times we tried everything. I was trying to clear some things off the computer, take away some things, reboot some stuff, and
it always stopped at the same place too.
It did.
When we tried to start like that video, it would just conk out. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I went in there and you need that.
I know. I was like, oh shit! Did it stop again?
The computer said, did you say something?
Yeah. Computer just goes, fuck you.
Bang wang. Yeah. I put the computer in the bathtub, try to give it a good scrub down. I did everything I could, man, and it just kept stopping.
Clean your hard drive. I didn't mean it literally.
You think they had something to do while I was messing up? Because I put it in some water, some soap and water.
I'm using Dawn.
I was like the Three Stooges. I was in the bathtub naked with the computer. La-di-dee, la-di-da.
The screen's nice and clean.
I know. I put it in the bath water with me. I'm gonna get this nice and clean. Nah, man, we had a good show going, and it just kept stopping, and we finally just said, you know what, we'll try to do it later this weekend. And this weekend, things got busy. Yeah. We tried to the week before. I was in New York and was trying to do that, but then I was trying to go to meetings and everything there. Mm-hmm. It was hard to try to find time to do anything. I was lucky to get the video game show in.
Right.
And then I did a couple of cold ones with Carlisle, but during the middle of the week when we usually do the show, I was just off in a room.
Oh yeah.
Talking.
Yeah. And usually I don't mind doing those shows through Skype, but honestly, I prefer to do it when we're both in the
live
and direct. That's right. Yeah. Cuz it's always weird. I mean, it's not weird. I mean, we've done it a bunch of times on Skype, but it's one of those things where I prefer to be in the room with you while we're shooting the shit, and
of course
it's usually hard.
So you can look at all this loveliness right here.
Well,
why would you not?
I tend to look at the wall when I'm talking to you anyway.
Yeah, I usually look at the back of your.
I think Carlisle used to do that.
Back of your shiny head, yeah. Nah, man. Hey, look, people, we try, but we back and the saga continues.
That's right.
God damn it.
That's right. We're back.
Yeah,
the saga
man.
is still sagging along.
What'd you say, sagaing?
Yeah. Just invented a new word. I can do that. You can do that when you're a robot.
Sounds like a dirty diaper, a term for a dirty diaper. Your diaper's sagaing.
Yeah.
Man, last week we had a lot of movies.
Oh, dude, there was a shitload of fucking movies. I guess Hollywood was dumping out all their shit.
Fuck, man.
Including Piranha 3D, which I was amazed at the critical response towards that movie, where I was like, wait a minute, are these all the same people who hated Expendables?
I know. You know what? It was weird. It kind of baffled me too, because I remember when we were about to record. Yeah, people, there was a lot of movies, and we didn't get screenings for a lot of them. We had to go to some midnight screenings, and man, those wear us down. So it was kind of like
Piranha was one of those movies.
Yeah, Piranha was one, and we saw, what was the other one that we saw? Oh, Vampires Suck. You knew they weren't going to show that shit to
anybody.
Which was
out of the fucking blue. It's funny because as much as that movie made this past weekend, I was really shocked because I was like, I mean, honestly, maybe I'm not watching enough MTV, but I didn't really see any kind of real advertising for that movie. So I thought, when I went to the midnight screening, there weren't like that many people in that theater. But when I heard the numbers, like as soon as it came out that Friday, I was like baffled. Like, what?
No,
what kind of bizarre world did I just enter in?
And you know what? We linked those numbers. They made us pay for that shit.
No shit.
I mean, we get reimbursed, but goddamn, we should get reimbursed by those fucking directors.
As much as I want to scream and yell at people for fucking spending their money on something like that, I'm like, you know what? I know this is my part of my job, but still, there's no excuse. I should at least snuck in that fucking thing.
I know.
Like the old days,
man. And there's a theater in town where you can do that. I'm not going to say which one.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say how. But there is one, and I was so upset that they didn't show it at that one because I was ready to walk my way into that shit. Like I was pulling a Jedi mind trick on people and shit. And the way I do it, too, I said I wasn't going to do it, but I wasn't going to tell how I do it. But I feel so stupid for doing it, too. Because,
you know what? It's one of those things that it's okay, I guess, when you're a stupid kid and you just don't give a shit. I mean, it's like, it's a movie, you know. I think we both used to do that thing where we pay for one movie and then for the rest of the day, if we weren't doing shit, we just sneak into the other theater. We were stupid kids. I mean, we didn't have jobs. We didn't give a shit about nothing. And these days, when you do it, it's like reverting back to being that stupid kid.
Well, it makes you feel like
it's like I shouldn't be doing this because you know what? I always think I'm gonna feel real fucking stupid when somebody walks up to me and goes, "Hey man, what's your ticket?" I was like, "Oh shit, dude. Well, hold on, right here. Oh, hold on. Let me check my other pocket. Hold on. You know what? I think here. Let me check the floor. Let me go walk outside.
And then you take off running.
I'll be right back. Be escorted out of the theater
by some teenager.
Yeah, by some fucking teenager.
And it's funny too because that's what happens when everybody does that. When you get caught, everybody does that. Oh, well, I thought I had my ticket. You start checking your pockets.
You start getting mad. Like, what the fuck's going on? Where'd that ticket go?
Well, it must have fell out. And they're like,
fucking holes in my pockets. I swear.
And it's not like you in trouble. It's just you're fucking embarrassed.
You feel stupid.
Some goddamn 16-year-old kid looking at you like, sir.
It's like this dumbass snuck in to see Marmaduke.
And that's the other thing. You do not want to get caught sneaking into some shit that you just shouldn't be in the first place. Right. I mean, because they don't know that you in there to review the movie. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you get busted for sneaking into Marmaduke, the first thing they're going to think is either you retarded or you a pedophile.
Oh, geez. Well,
you probably both.
Well, hopefully, yeah. I try to get the whole pedophile thing out of my head because, you can't help but feel that way, especially when
you make it sound like when they ask you, sir, where's your ticket? I don't rape children.
I don't rape exactly.
I didn't touch anybody.
Yeah, you want to tell them that I'm not interested in little kids. I love grown ass women.
I fuck women.
Yeah.
What?
I'm not interested in little boys either.
You don't fuck women. Not sneaking to Marmaduke. You don't.
I love dogs.
I don't fuck dogs.
But I don't fuck them. Yeah. Man, because I tell you what I had when we had to review Marmaduke, and I think you were in New York, and so I ended up going to the midnight by myself. I felt really stupid. Number one, going to see Marmaduke at a midnight screening, but it was even worse when I realized that I was the only motherfucker in that theater to see it. So much that the box office people when I told them one ticket for Marmaduke, like I didn't think anything of it really. I was just one ticket for Marmaduke. The fucking guy taking your money started laughing. And I was like, oh shit. And I realized what I just said, what just came out of my mouth, and I was like, oh fuck. And the manager was in the room, and she started laughing too, and I was like, yeah. And I had to explain myself. I'm like, I'm a movie reviewer, and they're like, okay,
yeah, right,
yeah,
sure,
whatever, all right. Well, hey, we actually have to go and tell the projectionist to actually go put the film in because no one had bought a movie ticket for the midnight screening, so they were going to shut down that theater that it was supposed to play in.
And they're looking at you like, thanks a lot. We had the night off until your Marmaduke watching ass came up here.
And the manager's laughing. She gets on her walkie-talkie, and she tells whoever it is, that teenager fucking to put the film in. That I know that motherfucker was like, what kind of fucking idiot is going to...
Yeah, he comes down. Hey, I can see you on that walkie-talkie too. Hey, Jason. Hey, get this. Some asshole actually bought a ticket for Marmaduke. Sorry, you got to string it up.
We got a pedophile here.
It'd be funny if you heard on the walkie-talkie. Yeah. Well, tell him there's no kids in the audience. He can't touch anybody. No, he really wants to see the movie. He says he's a critic.
That's he critic. He sure as hell don't dress like one.
Yeah.
It's a fucking floating ball. Like, pervert.
No, it'd be funny if you told him too. Is like, if you tell them, look, I'm a movie critic, and they're like, no, sir, we don't think you're a pedophile. They actually have a life. You don't.
Oh my god! But yeah, dude, it was fucked up. What was even worse though was when I was in that theater. As soon as the film started, the trailers for the film were all fucked up. It's like whoever fucking put that film on just fucking threw it in there. Just fucking threw it in there and pushed play. Because that film was all slanted. It was all slanted to the side. There's like each corner had like big glaring white and out of focus.
That motherfucker did that on purpose.
Yeah, the worst you could think of. And I'm sitting there thinking, should I go and complain about the movie not looking right? Am I going to go complain that Marmaduke isn't in the right ratio, the frame ratio? Am I going to really go and complain about that? And then I was like, part of me was like, fuck it, I'm just going to watch a movie like this.
Hey, you don't even, it is fucking Marmaduke, man. You don't really care about the quality of Marmaduke.
Oh,
man.
no, not at all. But as soon as the movie started, though, they got it right. But,
anyway. I can't tell you how many times that has been me. Uh-huh. I don't remember what movies I've seen in the past, but all those movies I had to pay to go to a midnight screening, and it's some kids movie, and I'm the only fucking adult there. If not the only person.
Yeah, you and Pedo Bear.
Yeah.
Holy shit, there's a bear in the theater with a big ass smile.
I know that, and that bear rapes you when you get in. We were waiting on you.
On your shoulder. Oh fuck, it's Pedo Bear. I'm an adult.
No, you say I need an adult.
Yeah, I know. Don't fuck me. Don't take me away to Pedo Bear land.
Be funny if they had one of the employees dressed up as Pedo Bear to come in there and just fucking rape you for making them stay to watch Marmaduke.
Dude, that would be awesome. It's like, now you make me want to do that. I want to go dress up as Pedo Bear and go to every kid's feature on opening day.
Man,
just sit in the theater with my big ass Coke and popcorn.
Boy, it's a fucking crazy business that we in. I don't know why we do it, but I
know, and it's crazy just thinking like, we have to go see movies like Vampire Sucks where they don't, they have no desire to throw a critic's screening for that movie, or even a movie like Piranha. And then, you realize, wow, you know what? They really don't need to. I mean, with a movie like Vampire Sucks, who really needs a critic in there when you just know people are going to fucking throw their whole fucking weekend savings on that shit. Those
two directors are some of the most despised directors by critics. Mm-hmm. Why the fuck would they have a critic screen? I mean, I don't blame them. I mean, they're in the business to make money.
Yeah.
And they're going to make their money. Why would they show, if you have a built-in audience for that movie, also a built-in audience to hate that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you going to show it to the people that hate it? I mean, what can you say that hasn't been said with all their fucking movies?
Yeah, no, and what scares me too is that, I'm always wondering if the people who really hate those movies are still the motherfuckers that are actually going to see them, just so they can see it. With us, yeah, I mean, hey, we can make a great fucking video out of it.
Yeah.
But, as far as people who just, have 9-to-5 jobs, who are like, trying to eat every day, who love films, I mean, I'm wondering if those motherfuckers are still going out to see a movie like that just so they can talk shit about it. Where I'm like, no, you're not helping. You're fucking making it worse.
You know what?
What can you do?
I see, and we really, I really don't. I'm saying I hate them as directors. Mm-hmm. I always say I hate these guys. I don't know them. Like, really?
Weren't you asking for their heads on a silver plate?
No, I would not do that. No. I was asking for somebody to slap the fuck out of them.
Now, you were reading a script.
Yeah. No, I mean, if you talk to them, look, they might be cool guys, whatever, but I would let them know in a minute, like, man, I love hanging out with you, but I hate you as a fucking artist. I hate you as a director. I really
They'd probably laugh at you.
And they'd probably be like,
hey, don't insult me. Don't call me an artist. I ain't no artist. I'm in the business of making money, my
Exactly. They're like, who's buying your drinks tonight?
I know, right?
And I'd be like, oh, yeah. I love you.
You see this watch? Much more than your fucking car. You good filmmaker? Fuck you, go home play with the kids.
I know. The fuck out of here, bitch. You goddamn right I made Vampires Suck.
Yeah.
I made that money, bitch.
I was sucking that money as you go in the audience. Oh, they love my shit.
Can't you see that shit? They just turn to gangster, just start beating me on the fucking head. Man, I hate you as an artist. They just drink up that bottle. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Crash that shit across my head. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't no goddamn artist.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
I'm a money maker, bitch.
Go watch Scott Pilgrim, motherfucker.
See them throw me through a window and shit.
Yeah.
The fuck you talking about art? I'm in the art of making that cash.
I know. I know. Every time I see something like that, I'm like, oh god, I'm in the wrong business.
Yeah.
I should just not give
Jesus
a shit and just
Christ.
make stupid movies for the rest of my life.
I can see those guys too throwing me out of a fucking window and all of them just laughing at me with the girls sitting up there laughing at me. Yeah, look at that. Look at the artist.
Yeah, they'll laugh at you with that girl and then they'll throw her on top of you. Laughing.
Yeah, where's your integrity now? Look at you.
Smoking their blunts made out of $100 bills.
In a pool of, yeah, exactly. Laughing at me. Well, I'm down in a pool of blood, piss, and glass.
Yeah. Look at that shithead down there. He had artistic integrity.
Yeah, look at where it got him.
Yeah.
Now go home, ho.
Yeah.
Be like Mike Tyson. Look at you now.
Look at you now.
Like a little white pussy. But I'm black. Shut up. Look at you. Scared of the real man.
I'll fuck your eyes until you love me.
Yeah, that'd be funny to say some shit like that. We'll eat your asshole alive. Get the fuck out of here. Man, yeah, whatever. You know,
That's
who
the
knows?
business,
We in that position, who knows?
That shit is unpredictable. Yeah, I'm not worried about people enjoying what I like anymore. As far as, trying to convince them to go see good movies and they go see terrible movies. I'm like, hey, you know what? That shit's out of my hands.
Yeah.
If I had hands, but hey, why am I going to try to control some shit I just can't control? Fuck it.
Look, I think we have a symbiotic relationship with those guys. They make shitty movies. Mm-hmm. They make for some of our best reviews. So
yeah,
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't looking forward to another one of these movies coming out. I would be lying if I said that.
That's true. No, I mean, we are the midichlorians to their Jedi. As ridiculous as that is, as stupid as that is, you are.
And it's pretty fucking stupid, but hey, what are you gonna do?
Fucking midichlorians. Where the fuck they come from? Yeah. Who needs them? Yeah. We didn't need you guys when we first started out.
Yeah, you can see, we don't need you now.
Yeah, I know.
We'll forget about your ass as soon as this movie's out. Man, yeah, Piranha 3D though, you're right. When that movie came out, I remember when we were talking about it before we were going to start recording for the review, and I said, man, you know what? People just gonna hate me because I really love this movie. I like this movie.
You were so worried too.
I know. I was like,
shit. What the hell's wrong with
you? Well,
you?
Just after the Expendables, not just like, here we go again.
Dude, I give two shits about what
and I really don't
about the Expendables. I was like, hey, look, you know what? At least for me, that is the Expendables is a movie. Just me as a movie fan, that is a movie that I wanted to be better than fucking Sex, Mm-hmm. And the movie that movie where it's taken off different genre, off the action movie genre, I've seen better films than that movie.
Yeah.
So if a movie just doesn't hit a chord with me, it just doesn't fucking do it. I don't give a fuck who expects me to go, this is the greatest fucking movie of all time because Stallone's blowing up shit, fucking people are like being split apart. I'm sorry, if there's no one for me to root for in that movie, if I don't walk out there wanting to feel like Snake Plissken, then I don't give a fuck. And I don't give a fuck with anybody going, oh, you made me disappointed. I'm like, I ain't here to fucking make you happy. Go fuck.
Man, those comments made
your dick. That'll make you happy. You're like, yeah, leave it to your dick to make you happy. I don't care.
Man,
I'm not gonna bullshit my way through a review trying to
please
happy.
people. Yeah,
fuck that.
I like, hey, because I'm not telling people not to enjoy the movie.
No, I mean, hey, hey, man, people enjoy fucking watching, fucking transvestites fucking go to town on each other. I ain't telling nobody, hey, you shouldn't like that shit. They're gonna like it anyway. So hey, that's their problem. But the thing is that it is kind of amazing to me though when I think certain movies that I assume, if Expendables did well, I know Piranha 3D is going to do really fucking well. And I was actually kind of surprised, like how.
Were you? Because I knew it wasn't.
It was one of those movies where I'm like, I'd assume it'd be like the perfect type of stupid summer film to get people, in the theaters with their friends. It's one of those. It's the movie I expected. That movie Piranha I was expecting the same audience response that the audience gave to Vampire Sucks. I was expecting that for Piranha 3D.
Well, you know why I knew that it wasn't going to do that well? I was telling Carlisle and a couple of cold ones. I've seen a pattern of these kind of films not do too well. I mean, you had this, you had Snakes on a Plane,
yeah,
you had Arachnophobia, You had Eight-Legged Freaks. I'm sure there was something else out there, and all those movies are killer animal movies that are comedies.
Yeah.
And the reason why I didn't think it would not do nearly as well as The Expendables, because I think they're both on the same level, playing on the same level of camp in a way. Mm-hmm. Of course, Piranha 3D is taking itself much less seriously, but I don't think The Expendables is taking itself that seriously either. You know, for people who think we don't understand that, we get that better than anybody else. All right, fuck it. But Expendables had names. The Expendables had it had the nostalgia going for it, but more than Piranha did. I mean, nobody was really clamoring for another Piranha movie.
Oh no, not at all.
A remake of it. Like some people still don't know what Piranha is, of that 1981 film. But the Expendables, people grew up watching all these dumb action films. People grew up watching all these action stars. So whether that movie gave you what you want or whether it didn't, it told you that you would get all these people from your childhood, from your past, from these action movies you love, all in one film.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I told you even when that movie came out that, you know, I wasn't shocked at the success of that movie, only because that's the type of movie that'll get, you know, uncles that you have that grew up watching Stallone and all that. It'll get them out of their fucking sofa from watching, you know, the Action Channel to getting their ass in the movie theater to see those movies. You know, them, their dads. I mean, shit. I mean, fucking Stallone's like 100 years old, so I mean, he has like a huge fan base that crosses generations. So I mean, I wasn't surprised, and I'm actually happy for the success that The Expendables did, only because, you know, I think I was happy that Stallone finally can say, hey, you know what, I fucking had a movie that fucking delivered on at least what I was hoping it would deliver on, and it struck a chord with people, you know? And I know, you know, and the thing is, I've read so many stories where he was really worried about The Expendables, where he was hoping he was making a movie that people would really want to go see, you know? And I think he knows deep down, you know, I think he knows it's not a perfect film.
Yeah.
Because there are other websites where I've read that, you know, he was nervous about the reaction. You know, when they did original test screenings for it, he wanted to improve on it a bit, the best way he could with the footage he had. So, I mean, I knew the guy at least gave a shit, because he was asking fans, like, you know, what did you like? What didn't you like?
Yeah, everybody thinks that, you know, these actors and these directors, they have not a care in the world.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, why you think they're out there promoting the hell out these films?
Oh, yeah,
why you think they're out there doing these dumbass interviews and everything? Because they gotta promote. It's part of their job. They want people to see the movie as much as you do.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done so many interviews where the directors and the actors were nervous about Friday coming up. Mm-hmm. And we see that now more with the age of the internet. I mean, we never had that much accessibility with these people as we do now. And we get to hear what usually were the private musings of an actor or director where we didn't hear about it. That was an industry thing. If you had a party, you would hear about them. No, I don't know about Friday and all. But now they're on the internet saying, please see my fucking movie.
Oh, yeah. You know? And that's kind of sad as far as a movie like Scott Pilgrim goes, because if you go to YouTube, they have footage of, somebody shot footage of the premiere they did at the Alamo Drafthouse. I think it was like I think it was like during the week before the movie came out.
Yeah.
But they had the entire cast show up, and I guess the thing is that the director and the cast were late, so I guess the audience decided to play a practical joke on them, to where, you know, when you have a director go up and introduce his film, you know, he'll introduce the characters and the actors, and usually, you know, the audience will be just crazy with applause. Well, when the director, Edgar Wright, went up there, he's like, hey, how's it going? There was like not a single word of as far as any kind of screaming or yelling for him. As soon as he went up, and when he started to introduce the actors, it was like almost dead silence. And the actors were like going, what the hell's going on? You know, and now we have Brandon Routh. He ran up on stage, not a single peep. You'd hear like, and that was it. And everyone's like, are you guys like tired or something out there? What the hell's going on? Because they introduced the rest of the cast. There was no audience response whatsoever. And even Brandon Routh was like, he even tried to pretend like he was going to walk off stage, because he's just like, come on, guys, what's wrong with you guys? And he was about to walk. He came back. But it's like, well, I guess, are you guys excited to see the movie? And nothing.
Oh.
But as soon as I think somebody said something, and then of course the audience just went crazy with applause, and you know, they were throwing shit at the actors. It was just like all of a sudden it was like a big party. It was like a surprise, you know, fooled you.
Well,
and I can only imagine what was going on in all their heads at that moment when that joke was being played.
I'll tell you what was going on here. Like, oh, fuck.
Nobody, and I'm like, nobody gives a shit about this movie. So I can only imagine when Friday came.
I'm about to say that joke became real on Friday.
That joke became real. It's like, for Brandon Routh, Michael Cera, I'm sure they're all like, oh God, what happened? Did we not promote this movie enough? I guess nobody cares.
Yeah. Well, that was a really bad joke to play in light of what happened on that Friday that movie came out, because nobody would go see that shit.
Dude, it was almost like I felt like it was like the Alamo like put a curse on them. But you know what? There was an interesting article about I know like that movie Scott Pilgrim had a lot of exposure at Comic-Con. There's an article that came out right after Comic-Con where they talked about a lot of those films that Comic-Con really really puts in your face during the con. Almost the majority of those movies fail at the box office.
Well, that's what I told Carlisle. That's really interesting. You should bring it up, because I told him that in another show. I said, when you're at Comic-Con, you really have to keep in mind that you are insulated in this bubble of fans, who are eager to see you and in this one location. I said it can be very, very misleading. Yeah. I mean, if you were at Comic-Con this year, it was Comic-Con was plagued with Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
I mean, Scott Pilgrim was on every corner. There was a hotel that was draped with a giant banner of Scott Pilgrim. I mean, a fucking side of a 20-story hotel. Yeah. Michael Cera looked like he was attacking San Francisco or San Diego.
Like Godzilla.
Michael Cera. Except his roar would be like,
hey, how you doing?
Roar.
You gonna see my movie? It's good.
I'm gonna destroy the city if you don't.
I'm gonna go.
I mean, and then when you went to that panel, the crowd was going nuts.
Oh yeah, no, I saw the panel, the one that you posted.
Oh yeah, you saw the streaming of that, man.
I saw the streaming of that. Yeah.
And when Edgar Wright was telling people, hey, you want to go see the screening, people just like, people just cutting themselves out.
And what they didn't know is that was the entire fan base.
Yeah, that was them. Yeah. That everybody. Yeah. See, that's why they didn't make any money, because everybody saw it at Comic-Con
for free.
Yeah.
And I think about that. You think about all the screenings that they do for a movie like that, where they really. I don't know how many screenings Scott Pilgrim actually had, but I think about like how many of those do they do around the country. Where that the people who are dying to be there is the true fan base, the ones who can make it to that show, and I'm wondering how much money would they actually lose if those people don't actually come back to the theater to pay for it.
Well, you made a good point when you said that it's all in marketing. I mean, it's a really, really tricky movie to market, and we make fun of the way they market movies sometimes. We talk about how corny it is. Sometimes they'll choose a song that has nothing to do with the movie, and you look at a situation like this, though, and you realize, okay, sometimes it's done very wrong, but sometimes they do it for a reason. And this movie was one of those films where it was a rare film where it combined so many niche interests that to market that thing to an audience, you had to make that movie successful. You had to somehow appeal to people outside of that niche. And you said that they should have done that by putting from the makers or from the director of Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
I mean, look, maybe those movies did open up huge in America, but people know them. I mean, Shaun of the Dead, that fucking cricket mallet has become a star itself. That Simon Pegg used to take out zombies in Shaun of the Dead. I mean, people know the movie now. You need for that. You need to draw people in with some sort of a name or something.
And those two names should have been like the biggest names, like to come at you on the screen, from the director of Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz. Even show you clips from those movies just to remind you, this movie's being made by that fucking guy. Because I was telling Highs, like the week that the movie was about to open, I was telling him, you know what? I didn't know for the longest time that Edgar Wright was directing that movie.
Really?
I thought it looked visually stunning, but I had no clue that he even worked on it until that week that it came out, where I was looking it up and I was like, Edgar Wright, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
Man.
So I mean, that's why I said that, because I'm like, I don't know if people just don't know still, but
it's hard to tell, man.
But it's too bad, but we can only wish and hope, and just so at least that movie could at least get some kind of attention.
Well, I knew the movie wasn't going to open up that good. I mean, that well. I mean, I really didn't. I didn't know for sure because I was hopeful. I was saying, man, this could be, because I look, I'm not good at always predicting these things. I said this movie could take me by surprise and just be huge, but for some reason I get the feeling that this movie's not going to open up well.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to open up a little bit lower. I mean, if I had to take bets, I mean, if somebody really, really had a gun to my head and said, you better make a bet on how this movie's going to do, and I didn't have a choice, I'd be like, I'm taking the safe way and saying this movie's not going to do well at all. Okay,
Yeah.
and that's what I thought.
I thought it would at least open up. I mean, I was really thinking either 2 or 3, only because everyone that I talked to, a majority of the people I was talking to who were going to see movies that weekend, Expendables was at the top of their list, and the second was Scott Pilgrim. But then again, I think about who I hang out with, and what.
That's the other thing, man. I really take myself out of the fanboy thing, out of the nerd thing, out of the geek thing, because
hang out with a lot of those motherfuckers.
And that's a fickle audience, man.
It is.
That when you think that they got your back on something, they don't always spend money like you think they do, man. They would, like with Snakes on a Plane. Uh-huh. Everybody thought that movie was going to be a phenomenon because why? The online geeks were giving input on the film on how this is what we want to see in the film, and the directors and the producers were like, okay, well, this is what they want to see. We better change this. That's what's going to get them out. And that shit still to get them out. They're fuck it. We'll wait.
People were doing parodies of that movie all over the internet, and you're thinking, wow, this is having like a real kind of like just some kind of cultural awareness, where people are like just already spoofing that movie. Bigger movies are making fun of it. And you're just thinking, wow, this thing is like, man, everybody knows about Snakes on a Plane. When that movie came out, ain't nobody know about it.
Yeah, shit, they knew about it on Friday night.
Yeah.
Because when we saw it at what, like at midnight on Friday?
We saw it at midnight.
Yeah.
And there was a crowd. There was like
it was packed, man.
It was packed.
And it was the audience that, if you had gone by that crowd, because we walked out thinking, man, this movie's going to be huge. You see how the crowd was into this? It did well on Friday, and people like, Snakes on a Plane, #1 on Friday. Yeah. And then by the end of that weekend, it was like, yeah, well, it's still #1, but not like it should be. That movie didn't make that much money.
You know what? I'm at least glad that I had that kind of experience, watching a movie like that with that crowd, because I was really hoping for that crowd to be there for Piranha 3D, and they just weren't. So when I sat there, I was like thinking, no, I take that back. I mean, as far as like when I sat in that crowd at midnight, that night I realized, you know what? I was assuming that this movie was going to be at least it would get that crazy crowd, midnight crowd in, but there wasn't a single soul in that theater really, except for like a few people who knew about the film. And I was like, looking at that audience, I was like, okay, this movie isn't going to do well. But I wasn't expecting it to be like #5 or whatever it came in.
Yeah,
I thought at least be 3 or 4. But
I think it came in at #6.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Out of 4 movies that weekend,
it made Scott Pilgrim money. Actually, it made $10 million. I think.
Yeah, Scott Pilgrim was reduced down to number 10. Mm-hmm. And I mean, really, the movie, that's a movie. Sometimes we say a movie didn't do that well. It bombed by box office status. Right. But this movie really fucking bombed.
Yeah, no,
Scott Pilgrim fucking lost when he first he went to go versus the world and got his ass whooped.
I know. And it's funny hearing everybody, especially like hearing the Leon guys, they're out talking about, hey, people go by the box office, whatever, and but I'm thinking, yeah, I'm with you on that. Who cares? What does it matter? It's still going to be a great movie. I'm still going to buy it on Blu-ray, but it's still like that thorn on your side where you're like, God damn it, how come that movie couldn't have done better? You just want to get people, you just want to get people in the theater to see a really cool movie like that, instead of seeing them like stumble upon it by accident when they go over to their friend's house who are watching it on their TV, and they sit down, they're like, hey, what the hell kind of movie is this? This is badass. Oh, it's Scott Pilgrim. Oh, it's that Michael Cera film that I didn't care to see. Oh, man, that's pretty fucking good. Yeah. It's like, no shit, it's good. You should have seen it in a theater where the visuals look fucking incredible.
Yeah. I mean, the box office certainly shouldn't dictate your personal enjoyment of the film.
Never, yeah.
But the box office does have influence on what kind of movies are being made. When we do a couple of cold ones, I always tell Carla, I was like, man, we can sit up here and say it's going to do well on DVD all we want to. Because, I don't like to always say that. I mean, sometimes I say it, but I don't always like to, because it makes it seem like well, when we talk about a movie that we like, we always say, well, it didn't do that well, but it's going to do great on DVD. But when we talk about a movie that we don't like, it's like, oh, yeah, that movie bombed at the box office. It's like, DVD doesn't have anything to do with anything. It might do well on DVD, it might not. Chances are any movie does well on DVD these days, all right? That's a given almost. We don't need to say that shit anymore.
No, there's shitty-ass movies on Redbox that are doing really well.
That are doing well, yeah. That just, when something goes to DVD, if they pitch it well enough.
That's true. I was one of those guys. I was one of those guys who would say, the movie's going to make its money on DVD. So, if it'll spawn a sequel, it'll be a sequel straight to DVD.
Exactly. It'll be straight to DVD. But when
you give two fucks about.
Yeah. I mean, we could talk about overseas, how it's doing there, but it really does. That number one spot on the weekend, in the top 5, but especially the number one, by industry standards and by trade standards and by the reporting that goes on, that's what people really kind of look at by the industry, and they say, hey, that kind of has an influence on what's going to be next made, what trend is going to be happening. It's kind of sad in a way because sometimes you shouldn't be relied on that much, but it is.
Yeah,
and so
it just makes you think like, another, there's probably another property out there like Scott Pilgrim that's probably better, that probably won't ever see the light of day as far as the film is concerned, because the studios can easily say, we're going to pass on this. Like, well, why? It has a built-in audience. Well, that doesn't make its money.
Well, we said that about Scott Pilgrim. That had a built-in audience,
and that's the proof.
Yeah, and it was built in with about 10 people.
Well, you think?
Yeah. So I don't know. It's really funny how this business is, man, and it's just sometimes a mere number can decide, regardless of whether it's common sense or not. Outside of that, can decide how something goes.
I will say that Scott Pilgrim it's pretty much what Flash Gordon was. When that movie came out, I think that movie bombed like a motherfucker. Nobody saw it. Nobody cared about it. But I'm sure there's a few people out there going, did you guys see that Flash Gordon, Ming the Merciless, Max von Sydow, greatest performance of all times? Nobody gave a shit. Hey, look at us now. We're still talking about that movie, Corey.
That's true.
And you know what? There's even a reference from Flash Gordon in Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, and the reference is...
That was for us, Corey. That was for us. That was to let us know, hey, you guys are cool.
I was laughing so hard when they did that. I was like, hey, you get that? And people are like, what the fuck? I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah, get off me.
That was your phone. That shit off,
I thought you farted. Piranha 3D though. I know you didn't like it as much as I did, but I love the movie, man. I wish people had seen it, but I didn't have my hopes up for it. I said, man, I'm just gonna go see this and enjoy. But you know what? On the show today, by the way, welcome to Let's Do This, everybody.
Yes.
On the show today, we got a lot of crazy shit. And this is leading in from this is a tie-in to Piranha right here. We got, if the show goes as planned, because we might not play everything we have planned for the day.
Yeah, we got a lot of shit, but yeah.
I almost hesitate to even tell what the show is about, because the show is a very Negroes Gone Wild theme going on there.
You know what, Corey?
It's all black people going crazy on this show, if you really think about it. And maybe a story about one cat.
Oh my God, being the being the idiot that I am sometimes when it comes to race relations. Keep my mouth shut about certain black things in the news, but that didn't even come across me. All our stories revolve around crazy black people.
Crazy black people. Don't worry, man.
I don't see color. I just see crazy.
You know what? That's okay. We'll move to our white people gone crazy episode one day. Then we'll do our Asian gone crazy episode.
We got some shit on some white people. I don't know if you want to go into that. We just saw it when I came in here. The crazy ass fucking carving. Oh my God! Yes. No, I think the craziest thing we got on here is about white people. I mean, hey, leave it to white people now to push the envelope.
Oh man, look, I tell you what,
fucking white people.
Y'all think black people do some crazy shit? No, white people set the standard. Now black people will eventually do it. I have no doubt about that. But white people are the first one to think about. You know what? I'm bored. I think I'm going to mutilate myself.
There's some part of me I can cut off.
Yeah.
Let people know I still feel.
I would say that black people, that white people are the first ones to think of that shit, but then I think about Africa, and it's like they did some crazy shit in Africa too,
I thought white people created the word crazy. I thought they taught me how to spell it.
Everybody, see, people, that's the thing. That's why we ain't afraid to make fun of any race, because we'll eventually cover everybody, because everybody everybody does something crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody does some stupid shit. Everybody does some crazy shit.
Especially Mexicans, but they keep that shit to themselves in the houses with the whole family. The whole family keep that shit a secret.
Oh yeah, yeah. But when you go in them houses, though, boy, they sacrificing chickens and
House of horrors.
doing Santoria and that shit. What'd you say? Santa Maria. Man, but you know what? Before I get into this Ving Rain shit, because I was gonna kick off the crazy black ride.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
We're gonna kick off the crazy black ride. We're gonna go halfway in, stop off at the white crazy place to get some refreshments and take a piss break or something. We're gonna get back on the bus and go to the rest of crazy black town.
That's right.
And show you what we got. And then we're gonna stop by our last stop. I think is gonna be that cat.
Are we gonna be taking the same fried chicken bus that they keep that chicken in?
Fry that chicken. Wait a minute, no, the bus was something else. Barbecue bus.
I thought it was. It's by the same lady.
It's by the same lady, a guy who dressed up like a lady. Yeah, people. If you remember, I know Wayne does because he put it in the video. We were talking about a long time ago on one of the early Let's Do This. This is vintage. Let's do this. We were talking about that, like how black people just make crazy shit, put up videos. Just like I look at this shit with sadness sometimes. Like they put up this guy who dresses like a woman, a transvestite. What's her name? Miss Peach. Anyway,
something crazy.
Just playing on that stereotype of chicken. She made a video. She made a video. All these kids are sitting around eating chicken. And she's singing fry that chicken, fry that chicken.
Okay,
you know what?
It's the same video because that video has a school bus.
No, it's a different video.
Is it? Okay.
It's two different videos. You know, why am I doing this? Let me just refresh people's minds here. If you haven't heard it, this is a goddamn shame. This is the way to kick off our way to crazy black town.
Might as well go all the way.
I know. Let's just go back to some old vintage black craziness right here. Here's a video. Fry that chicken. Yeah, it's a woman who's just talking about frying chicken. She got all these little black kids in there just eating this chicken like they're little gremlins.
I know.
They're just chowing down on that chicken like they haven't eaten for weeks.
It looks like the scene from Gremlins when those little mogwais are fucking eating that chicken.
Oh yeah, he got all that grease on their lips and shit. Let me see if I can pull this up right here.
There you go. Oh shit.
Miss Peaches.
There you go. Oh my god.
Yeah, we gon' fry that chicken.
Those little kids mean it too, man.
Everybody want a piece of my chicken. Southern fried chicken finger licking. Everybody want a piece of my chicken. Southern fried chicken finger licking. Everybody want a piece of my chicken.
Thing is, I can't eat chicken now without singing this song. As upset as I am about this video, I was home eating some food my mom made, and she gave me some fried chicken. I was sitting in the room dancing, fry that chicken, fry that chicken. My mom, what the fuck are you doing? You get out this kitchen and let me cook, please? No, mama, fry that chicken.
I got hot grease on it. I can't be playing around.
I mean, even if I go to like Popeyes or Kentucky Fried Chicken, I'm at the counter looking at the people in the back.
Yeah.
Fry that chicken, fry that chicken. They go, sir, what do you want? Some chicken. Fry it.
Southern fried chicken finger licking. Everybody want a piece of my chicken. Southern fried
These kids out there.
These
kids are gyrating like a motherfucker.
I'ma fry this chicken in my pan. I got some hot grease and a whole chicken. Don't wash your hands cause you're gonna be licking them.
I love the way she talks. I mean, I can't stand it, but I love it.
Yeah, I know.
Don't wash your fingers cause you're gonna be licking. I got a whole chicken. Can you imagine this bitch on a fucking
Sesame Street?
No.
That'll teach you kids something.
I know. Elmo be like, who is this bitch?
I mean, you know, all this fucking video is missing is fucking Elmo.
Is Elmo?
I mean,
got Elmo.
These kids are dancing around this big fucking table eating chicken. They look like they're being electrocuted at the same time while they eat it. Like, I've never seen so many kids involved in eating chicken. That's awesome.
I was just
awesome and shameful at the same time.
I was imagining this bitch like you call on tech support. You know, instead of getting those people from Indiana. Who this?
Yeah, who this is?
What you need help with? Your cable ain't working?
I can't help you with that. I'm frying me some.
I know, that's what she tell you. I'm sorry, my cable box isn't working, or my internet's not working right now. Well, what you do is you go in the kitchen, get yourself some grease, put in a pan. Now you go to the store, get yourself a whole chicken.
Thank you for calling fried chicken support.
I'm sorry, how's this gonna help me? I don't know, but it tastes good.
Eat it while you learn how to fix your shit.
Big ol' thing of fried, spiced all on them. My fried chicken gon' take you over. Everybody want a piece of my chicken. Bitches got that fresh, hot, ghetto fried chicken.
Is it weird that I find her kind of hot?
I hope not. She looks like she belongs in like a John Waters film or something.
You know who she looks like?
Who?
She looks like that woman that used to be on apartment 227.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that woman that used to talk like this?
Yeah. She was on a few shows. Wasn't she on like... Oh, God damn it. She had that real kind of annoying voice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't remember the actress. I know you're talking about. For a second right there, at least from where I'm at, it looks like Ving Rhames with a fucking purple wig.
Oh, you know what? We're gonna remind me to tell you about Ving Rhames as a transvestite.
Oh, okay.
Everybody want a piece of my chicken.
Them kids are eating too, boy.
Dance like they never danced before.
I think they locked these little black children up in a cage and starved them for 2 days and let them out when they made this chicken. And they are ravenous, man. This is Piranha 3D right here.
This is better than the movie.
Yeah, this should be the sequel.
That should be.
Everybody want a piece of my chicken. Southern fried chicken finger licking. Everybody want a piece of my chicken. Southern fried chicken finger licking. Now where my hot sauce? I don't want no ketchup. Just cut and your pepper. White meat, dog meat, it don't even matter. Hanging with peaches don't make you fatter. I'ma warn you now, baby, here's the deal. One piece of my chicken, you gon' call Dr. Phil. It's finger licking.
Dr. Phil, don't put my name in that shit.
What?
I can't help you. Hey, I ain't got nothing to do with this, all right? You got to get help on your own.
You got to call Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
Well, see how you seen Dr. Phil? He like chicken too.
Oh.
It's real sticky. Y'all know you want a piece of my chicken. Everybody want a piece of my chicken. Southern fried.
Damn, that grease is. You see how hot that grease is? It's almost like she's just putting her hands in that grease. I bet if you looked at her hands, they look like fried chicken too.
That shit looked like that grease formed the mouth and tried to snatch it.
That grease is like goddamn Mordor. She's coming at shit.
Grease monster.
I know. Be fun, those fucking kids just attacked her hands. They're so hungry. Wow.
See a kid with a spatula beating it down.
They throw her ass in the grease and eat her.
Everybody want a piece of my chicken. Southern fried chicken.
There's your gremlin right there.
Everybody want a piece of my chicken.
That kid with the hot sauce is making me laugh, man.
Everybody want a piece of my chicken.
There's a kid eating a piece of chicken when he was looking angry.
Fried chicken. Fried chicken. Yeah, we gon' fry that chicken. Fried chicken. Fried.
This song is 2 days long.
I know. God damn. I was like, I gotta get out of here, man.
I'm not even.
This is too long for ignorance. You know? God damn. Oh well, I ain't gonna play it to the extent that we played this, but
right.
this is the barbecue video.
Yeah.
You remember this? Barbecue is coming down. Just fucking silly.
All these damn kids.
It's like those kids got
parent. Yeah,
the kids got bigger. You know, like the group of kids got bigger. I guess kids love barbecue more than fried chicken. God damn. Yeah, it's a big ass bus going down the street with barbecue on it with a pit on top of it.
It's a converted school bus with a barbecue fucking pit in the bus. Like It's in there. Like you walk in, it's like a fucking barbecue restaurant in that fucking school
Okay,
bus.
I'm through.
Look at that shit smoking. It's like a scene from Road Warrior. It looks like that truck that came down the street from the movie The Road.
The Road, yeah.
looking for shit to eat.
Yeah, she's cooking up. She's barbecuing humans. I think this bus was in the road.
If I was a kid, if I saw that fucking bus, I would fucking haul my ass.
I'd run the other way.
Like I'd never hauled ass before.
God damn, we're gonna be getting to enough black foolishness tonight. I'm gonna leave this shit alone right here.
This already made me exhausted.
I know. I'm already tired.
I can't stand no more black foolishness.
Oh, black foolishness. Anyway, man. Well, we just getting started
I
here.
know. It's just beginning.
Well, hey, man.
It has begun.
It has begun. Are you ready?
Yes,
Man, all right,
I'm
man.
ready.
Oh,
You're ready.
shit,
We're
man.
all ready.
The barbecue bus already left. It catch it already left. Oh, wait. Oh, man. Look at this fool up here.
He got fork and knife.
He got a piece of chicken in his hand.
Got hot sauce in his hand.
Oh, man. Look, he's in blackface in there. Oh, go see what you do there for,
Wearing
man.
a KFC bucket on his head. Oh, my God. You look like Buckethead. I think you'll get sued for that.
I know. Sit up here like tracking barbecue sauce on the floor.
Yeah.
God damn. Where's your guitar at, man?
Fucking
Shit.
kick these jams already.
Oh, look at that, man. He got that drumstick with strings on it. He gonna play that like a guitar.
Crazy bastard.
All right,
The
man.
Flintstones.
That's some racist shit, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you get away with it as long as you can play that chicken, man.
People been waiting for 2 weeks for this.
I know.
You're
You
ready.
ready? Let's do this. Oh, shit, man. He got fucking chicken fried crumbs flying everywhere. He playing so hard. Oh, man.
Trying to sell that shit again.
Oh, she got barbecue sauce on hers. Oh, goddamn. Oh, look, he pulled out the double down sandwich, man. He's been crazy now.
You don't want no ketchup.
You don't need no ketchup. Don't need no sauce. Whatever they say in that song, I don't know. Fuck it. All right, man. Get your ass on out of here.
All right. Woo.
Oh, fuck, boy. Bing Rames, man.
Yeah. You're
let's-
talking about him dressing up as a woman?
Well, I'll get into that in a little bit. Yeah, there was a movie
Uh-huh.
that I saw where Ving Rhames played a gay transvestite. I'll see. Let me see if I can
has to
find
be
it.
the
What we're gonna
scariest-
talk about is like
scariest moment in movie history.
I know. A big old crate. He's got like finger waves in his hair. He's wearing nails and makeup. I'll see if I can find a clip. But I was gonna say, first of all, getting into this Piranha thing, I think this fool, he might have scared people away from going to see Piranha 3D because he did a radio interview. Let me see if I can find it here.
Yeah. No, I heard about it like.
This fool did a radio interview.
People were
I don't.
sending me this shit.
Yeah, somebody sent it to me too. I can't remember who sent it to me first. If you did send it to me, please let me know who you are. We'll give a shout out to you and say thank you. But I imagine it's the same person that sent it to you too.
Probably.
But it was, yeah, it was, it was kind of crazy, man. It's okay. He's so calm that you would think it's not that crazy, but when you listen to what he's saying, it's like, man, this fool must have been smoking some shit. I just had a little bit to drink that night, and and it's kind of cool because he decided to have fun with the interview because he's promoting Piranha 3D, because he's in the film.
Yeah.
So let's listen to. I don't know who this was with, but let's listen to the interview. I don't know if this is gonna be loud enough. I hope it is, but let me see.
Very excited now to be talking to
Ving Rhames.
Mr. Ving Rhames. Ving, good morning, man. How are you?
Good morning, but I'm in here surrounded by piranhas, and I have to say, Lauren Feldenstein, the publicist with MTV, she said I need to tone it down. They wanted Richard Pryor to tone it down. He didn't. They wanted Bob Dylan to tone it down. He didn't. They wanted the Beatles to tone it down. He didn't.
The Beatles. He did not.
More than one guy.
I didn't know the Beatles was one person.
Mr. Beetle.
Hey, you remember that movie he made, Yellow Submarine, and A Hard Day's? Hey, I love all his songs, man. You remember his album, Abbey Road? Beatles, boy, he was cool. Now, you see, what does this have to do with fucking piranhas?
Yeah, it sounds like he already has an agenda, and it sounds like he's like pissed about something. Somebody told him not to do something. You don't tell Ving Rhames not to do something.
Yeah. He'll either beat your ass, and if he doesn't beat your ass, well, he'll just get on an interview and act crazy.
Ving Piranha Rhames, August 20th, and I will not tone it down. Lauren Feldenstein.
Perfect. That's
I'm a free black man, even though I'm the only black man in Piranha 3D, August 20th.
And what do you think? Tell us a little bit about this movie, Piranha 3D. A lot of people don't know what to think about this when they see a trailer. What's the whole concept of the film? Just you, one lone black man surrounded by piranhas?
This fool's on something. But sometimes I would imagine, like, if you're at home doing this, you probably do so many interviews, you just probably just don't give a fuck at one point. You're just kind of like, man, I'm in Piranha 3D. What the fuck am I going to tell you? I'm in a movie about killer fish, killer prehistoric fish.
Yeah. He probably saw the cut of the film. He's like, I'm barely in this motherfucker.
Yeah. I'm not even in this motherfucker that much. I'm going to talk as crazy as I want to.
I got to sell this shit because I need my check.
It's not going to matter what I say.
Right now I'm surrounded by piranhas, but I'm trying to tone it down.
Good.
The film deals with summer on the beach, summer break.
Okay. Summer
Young
break.
college students are all on the beach wearing bikinis and thongs, and some are even topless.
He's masturbating at this point.
Did you say consumed in darkness?
No, it's some are even topless.
Oh, topless. I was like, what the fuck is he reading? Is he reading the novelization of it?
That motherfucker's up there in a pipe by a fireplace reading this shit.
Yes.
Motherfucker's up there he's reading a fucking poem he wrote.
Summertime. It's hot. Hot creates sweat. Sweat creates hotness.
On the beach. College students. Topless. It's a haiku he wrote.
Big titties. Everywhere.
Fish.
Fish food.
A prehistoric animal comes up out of the ocean. It's hundreds, thousands of them. They're
This nigga will think he's Orson Welles. He's reading this shit. He's reading this shit like when Orson Welles did what was it? War of the Worlds. Yeah. Being Rames was up here trying to scare people, making people think piranhas in your living room right now.
It's like somebody needs to put some like Halloween sound effects in this. Ocean.
So water sound effects.
thousands of them. They're prehistoric, Jurassic ass piranhas.
Wow. And then the rest is just history, dealing with these piranhas on the beach. Who do you play in the movie?
I get medieval on their ass.
Excellent. And you're just the guy that gets medieval on the ancient ass
I'm the deputy
piranhas.
of this small town.
I like the way. Who do you play in the movie? He plays a character called I Get Medieval on the Ass. That's his character.
I'm playing the same character I played in Pulp Fiction.
First name I Get Medieval, last name on they ass.
Got a new job as deputy. He's the sheriff. I'm the sheriff of this white hodunk town.
Yeah, I'll follow this white bitch around town.
Just like Blazing Saddles.
And someone has to do something about it.
And you're the guy.
Yes, it's a tough job, but someone has to do it, so I do it. I'm similar to Obama. Sometimes a black man has to take on a tough job.
You're the Obama of piranhas. I like
Yes, and be blamed for everything.
Excellent. Was this your first 3D movie experience shooting something?
Didn't Obama release the piranha in that movie?
Huh?
Didn't Obama release the piranha in that
I think
movie?
that's what happened.
Yeah.
I think he put his fist down because he was pissed off about something and the whole fucking earth crashed.
I think he was on his way to buy some fried chicken.
Yeah, that's right.
He hit a bump in the road, caused an earthquake that released.
Something in 3D?
Let me think about that. No, I have something else that's coming out later, and I don't even remember the name of the movie.
Something though. What do you think? Is it a different experience for you as an actor? Is it more tedious, or is it no different to you?
Well, I've been surrounded by these piranhas now for about 365 days, 31 minutes, and 10 seconds. 13 seconds, so it's really affected my life. This is not a movie. This is a reality show.
This is a way of life.
Let me tell you something. I would love to see a reality TV show about Ving Rhames and some piranha that's living in the same house.
That would be better than a lot of things on TV.
I know it'd be better. That should be MTV's next show.
That'd be the New Jersey Shore.
Yeah, that'd be the New Jersey Shore. You're asking a piranha.
Yeah.
Did you put your fins in my peanut butter?
Ving Rhames and the piranha going out to nightclubs every night. Yeah. Fucking shit face. Coming home with crazy women.
I brought a girl home last night and I woke up with a skeleton. Do you know something about this?
Mr. Piranha, you use all my condom plastic.
On film.
Wow.
What you're going to see is actually happening all across America, and it's coming to a theater near you August 20th.
So this is you're not taking this lightly. This piranha infestation is a serious deal.
Yes, when hold on. I'm sorry. I think I just saw a pack of them. I'm normally a very strong man, but I'm actually very scared right now.
See, now he's playing the transvestite character that I was telling you about. Oh my God.
Dear.
Oh
dear.
oh my God.
They sound like C-3PO.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Piranhas all over the place. MTV has put me on this small boat in the middle of the Hudson River, surrounded by piranhas. It's not fair.
The odds of surviving this are exactly 670 to 1.
Do it, and I'm glad you're the Obama of the piranhas.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You're so nice.
Let's imagine all these piranhas are taken care of, are all cleared up. What's next for you in the career after this?
Did you hear that? Oh my God, this DJ is like irritating enough. But I'm like, dude, why don't you like try to play with this? Like,
I know he's trying to get some straight answers about Piranha 3D and shit.
That motherfucker's trying to do some real reporting.
I know.
Nobody gives a shit.
That motherfucker is not a journalist, nor a fish expert.
Yeah, this is who you had to compete with, Corey, at Comic-Con.
Yeah, exactly. Now you know why I was so pissed off when I came back. This motherfucker, right? God damn it! This motherfucker got a personal interview. You know. Meanwhile, I'm lumped in with everybody else.
How did you enjoy your time at the lake?
Hey, so Ving Rhames.
Is it hard to act with piranha?
So what are you gonna do next?
I just killed 2 of them.
With my bare hands.
We're in negotiations. If I survive Piranha 3D, we're in negotiations with Mission Impossible 4.
Okay. So
Also, you have to Google me. I have about 5 movies coming out. I can't remember them.
All on YouTube.
Yeah, at this point, now they're all going to be on YouTube.
This is the first one right here.
These are my brains.
He's auditioning right now for a role.
okay, so this
There's Lauren Feldenstein telling me to tone it down. Lauren Feldenstein, I'm not going to tone it down. Stop trying to tell the black man what to do.
I'm with
Fuck you
I'm
in
with
your
you,
ass
Ving.
before I tone anything down.
But a black actor can't get on the radio and speak freely. Hold on, that piranha said Lauren Feldenstein name was imprinted on the piranha.
Oh my God!
Now I understand.
He brought his own sound effects too to listen to this.
Well, I thought there was like a chicken sound effect because he's like, I know. Oh, papa!
Yeah. No, listen to this. He brought in like those science fiction sound effects you're talking about.
Yeah.
Listen.
It's
Piranha 3D. They're after you. They're coming to your city. Beware. Stay tuned. Stay on this radio station. Anything may happen at any minute. August 20th. Piranhas at a theater near you.
We love it. Ving Rhames, you've been great, my man, and I will not tell the black man what to say. Thank you so much for joining us this morning in August 20th. Is that the date?
August 20th. Hopefully, I'll still be alive.
Oh my God. I just felt a little embarrassed for Mr. Ving Rhames.
Now we find out he was really killed by piranha. You're gonna feel bad for saying that.
The piranha are eating the flesh of their victims.
Of the black man.
At 11.
See, you didn't listen to the black man. We were trying to tell you about the dangers of the piranha.
I know. Yeah, Ving Rhames is the last guy I want
To do comedy.
on my side, doing comedy and to be fighting against the piranhas.
Did you hear those sound effects he brought in?
I know, it's like
Shit, I think that was that Negro's stomach growling right now.
That was his moment to shine, Corey.
Oh
shit.
Shit, he didn't have his breakfast that morning. That's why he's acting crazy.
Fucking crazy.
I told you, man. It's like,
Yeah, that's like some shit like somebody's dad would do if they were on the radio for the first time ever promoting anything ever. To make this moment last for the rest of my life.
we are doing a free car wash for donations for my son's Cub Scout troop.
Shit's gonna be
Please come down.
And it was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I don't know the same intention that he had for it.
Man, let me see if I can find Ving Rhames. Let me try to type this in. Transvestite, because I don't think anybody really knows about this. When I saw it, I was just kind of like, is that fucking Ving Rhames?
Is it an old film or?
It's
or
a few
what?
years old. I saw it like on BET. I think he was
BET?
Yeah, he was a booty dancer in a rap video.
E.T. boy, talk about quality movies.
Yeah, BET will make people fucking do all kind of crazy. Holiday Heart.
Okay.
Let me see if I can.
BET exclusive.
Shit, I don't know what this is. I just saw a clip of it. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And then, seriously, I have respect for Ving Rhames because he has done a lot of things that has really fought that big tough guy stereotype that he's in right now. Like, we forget that he won an Emmy for playing Don King.
Oh, Jesus.
Remember, it was kind of a...
he looked so much like Don King. I forgot he was...
Put that fucking wig on him, yeah.
Put anybody in Don King wig.
I think they were going to actually have him play one of the piranhas in that movie. He really wanted to diversify, Man,
I would kill to see a piranha in a fucking
with
Don King.
With a Don King wig.
Yeah.
With Ving Rhames' voice.
Yeah.
I will not be shut down. Raw.
That should have been the piranha in that tank hanging out with Christopher Lloyd in the movie. Awesome. You cannot stop us.
Oh, now here you go.
Okay. Oh, yikes.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me get a real close up look at this.
Ving Rhames is Holiday.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but Ving Rhames, man, he really is a good actor, man. When I saw him doing this,
Except
I was
for
like,
that role.
When I saw him doing it, I was kind of like, man, I'm happy to see him try something like this. I mean,
I believe him as a woman.
I do.
Really
big old crazy looking woman.
Yeah, he's really good.
Granted, I've woke up with some women that look like that before, but hey. Let me see if I can get him in a movie clip here where he's playing that role. Holiday Heart.
Like a black version of B. Arthur.
The Golden Girls have just gotten brown. That's him.
What?
No, I'm just
saying that's not him.
That's Alfred Woodard. I think she plays like a crackhead in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
And you can see Ving Rhames.
Nikki, let her breathe.
Hey. I came to give you a card. I made it. I wrote it. I've been doing some writing.
I came to steal your television. Anyway,
who's he supposed to be right there? He kind of looks like the Reverend Al Sharpton.
Yeah, right there. It's funny because he's supposed to be like gay because he's wearing makeup and got a perm, but he does look like any kind of black preacher that's out there today.
He does. He's in a suit in this shot. So yeah.
Yeah, let me see if I can find a scene of him when he's dressed up in drag. I don't think I can really find one. Oh shit!
I was about to say, who Ving Rhames kind of sounded like in that clip in that radio show? For a second, he sounded like Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah,
he really did. I mean, especially like when he got all scared, he reminded me of the character from the Green Mile.
Green Mile.
Yeah.
Please, these piranhas trying to take my wee bit of pickle. Can you leave the lights on? The piranha might get me.
The piranha turned off the lights on me.
Okay, here's a trailer for it.
So won't you give a warm welcome, if you please, to the penthouse's oldest treasure, Holiday Heart.
Everyone loved Holiday.
Damn. That fool was crazy.
His life was always full, but his home was always empty. Then,
Please.
a little girl entered his life,
Holiday. Come on, Muscle Man.
and nothing would ever be the same.
Oh, baby, we all got a story to tell.
Don't worry, I wasn't about to tell you, man.
Mama, I got my own bedroom. My own bedroom.
We're not going back, are we? I made you a promise.
You need to better stay here.
Okay, you got
That is a crazy trip down Funky Town.
I know.
Jesus, that looks insane. I actually want to see that.
I mean, when I saw it, I feel kind of bad because I don't think the movie was that good, but I really wish it was. I mean, come on, you're going to put Ving Rhames in drag. You really want the movie to be good.
Maybe Ving Rhames didn't want the rest of the American public to see that after he saw the movie. He's like, you know what? I think I did too good of a performance.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't want to tarnish my image out there as a tough guy.
Please shut me down.
After seeing this movie, you're not going to help but think about Ving Rhames in a wig when you watch, like,
I'm telling you, man, I have never forgot that.
I know.
And you know what? It really makes you think, because a lot of guys do this a lot of guys get dressed up in drag to, again, just test the limits of their acting skills. You know, they are to show people that they can truly diversify.
Hey, Wesley Snipes did it.
I was about to say, let's look at not how many people just dressed up in drag, but how many people like tough guys dressed up in drag. You know, we have two of them in one movie: Patrick Swayze and Wesley Snipes in Tu Wan Fu.
Yeah.
And then we got Ving Rhames right here.
Yeah. Who else? Oh, Zod from Superman 2. He dressed up. He was in. I think. He was
Priscilla King of the Desert.
Priscilla King of the Desert. Yeah.
Yeah. Terrence Stamp.
Terrence Stamp.
We
yeah,
had
like, what?
Jamie Foxx as Wanda. Is that what in Living Color?
Even though that was a joke, but yeah,
it was a joke.
He ain't winning no Oscar for that role.
Who else? I mean, and some guys.
Did Eddie Murphy ever dress up as a woman? Oh, he played his mother.
Eddie Murphy played his mother, and he was in fucking
The Clumps. Wait,
he was in Clumps.
Wait, not The Clumps. I'm sorry, the other Norbit.
That's what I'm thinking of.
There you go.
Again, those are jokes, guys.
Tyler Perry. Come on, you talk about getting recognized.
Have we ever seen any of the expendable guys dressed up in drag? Stallone.
Has Stallone ever dressed up in drag?
Stallone did try to diversify his acting skills by getting fat in one movie. You remember Copland?
Oh yeah. He gained a lot of weight for Copland.
You can tell why that motherfucker works out because shit. If he ever lets himself go, that's a sad sight right there.
He's a big guy, but it worked for that movie, man.
It did.
You really felt bad.
That was kind of an underrated movie, also, man.
I fucking love that.
Yeah, I love that movie too.
That's like De Niro's badass in that movie too.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I really love that movie, man. I like the movie a lot.
Go to lunch. Go to lunch. Like, there's a lot of little lines like that. And, Stallone trying to tell him, hey, I did what you told me. He's like, hey, case is closed.
Yeah.
Case is closed. And he goes, if that cupcake opens up this thing again,
Oh, that's right. I forgot De Niro was
he was part of the, what was he?
He wasn't part of the Crooked Cops, was he?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
he was the guy who would go and take down Crooked Cops.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, I really like that movie. I'm just, I don't know, transvestites is one thing, but I wonder how many actors have played gay. One of the best performances for that was Sean Penn in Milk recently.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Tom Hanks.
Christian Bale even played a guy who was like in Velvet Goldmine.
That's right.
He was the reporter who.
That's right.
Yeah, there were some gay moments with him.
Oh yeah, he didn't. He have
Kenobi.
Didn't he have like a mugshot with Ewan McGregor? Like when I say mugshot, mugging down.
Yeah, they were mugging down.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Like Batman's not supposed to do that.
And then let's take. I mean, even what you call it, Will Ferrell and Sacha Baron Cohen.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
I mean, because that was a long kiss in that movie, man. Let's see, Sacha Baron Cohen himself. That's Bruno.
Yeah. Bruno.
One person who is almost kind of I'm not gonna say he is a homophobe, but Will Smith played a gay guy.
Yeah.
In 6 Degrees of Separation.
There you go. Yeah, it's the one movie everyone like. If you ever say, he plays the same character, not in that movie.
No, no, Will Smith, but. There's one guy, and I don't want to say he's a homophobe, but he sounded like he had some homophobic tendencies when he was giving Will Smith advice. And when Will Smith was asking Denzel Washington advice for when he was acting in 6 Degrees of Separation, and he was like, "Just don't be kissing no man."
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
I heard about that story.
Shit, if it gives me a fucking Oscar, you goddamn right I'm gonna kiss a man. So I'll come and kiss your ass if it gives me an Oscar. God damn it. Yeah, so that's something, man.
Hey, yeah, that's what you do when you're an actor. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and the Joker.
Oh, of course, the biggest one. The Joker. Donnie Darko and the Joker.
Yeah, Donnie Darko and the Joker.
What is that guy, man? What is that guy's name, man? What's the actor's name?
Every time we bring it up,
we can never forget.
It's like we go completely fucking blank, dude.
Heath Ledger.
It's Heath Ledger, yeah.
Yeah, Heath Ledger. Yeah, one of the biggest gay movies ever that had. Yeah. If there was any movie that would ever convince you that two straight guys were gay, it's that. Because there's a lot of gay love in that movie.
I know. I remember I saw that movie with two girlfriends of mine. I went and saw that movie, and for some reason, I'm like, I didn't care. I went and saw the movie, and but when I walked out, all I thought was like, man, it'd be hilarious if somebody like spotted me like walking out of this movie. And of course, they both go to the bathroom. I'm there hanging out, and then who comes walking around? But this guy who I work with and I used to work with, and he's like, hey man, what you doing, Coles? Like, just hanging out watching movies. What'd you get out of? and I was looking around, and every other movie was real stupid. So I was like, Brokeback Mountain. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. You know, if I went, I don't give a fuck if they thought I was going.
He was laughing.
I'll tell him, yeah, I came out Brokeback Mountain. I loved it.
But I was with two girls.
Yeah, that's what I can hear you like.
Both giving me hand jobs.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And he looks down at you like, you're a ball. What? Hey, was shine in your head?
Did them both hard. I wasn't even paying attention to them.
Yeah, I know.
A little popcorn trick on them.
God damn, that was some straight up good gay love right there. Because I remember like when
that was uncomfortable.
When they were about to mount each other, they like Jake Gyllenhaal like licking his hands and like going deep in there.
It's so funny though watching movies like that because it's not the first time I've seen a movie where you got two dudes making out and it's weird because you can tell the whole audience is like kind of chuckling or feeling kind of like, oh shit, here goes.
Yeah.
That kind of
here we go.
Like, oh, God, what do we do?
Fuck him. I love that movie though, man.
No, that was a great movie.
I knew Heath Ledger was a good actor, but when I saw him being able to take a penis up his ass like that, it was like, no, I'm gonna yeah, I was like, God damn,
he act out the ass.
Shit, both those dudes deserve an Oscar. No, it was at the end of the movie when he was supposed to be much older than what he was.
Oh yeah,
like he was supposed to be like,
he's
supposed to be like in his late 30s, early 40s or something, or even maybe close to 50. And I was just kind of like, man, this guy, he's not even in his 30s yet. He's incredible.
Yeah, I thought he was at least playing a character that was like in his in his late 30s, like 40s. But I was more impressed with just his accent that he pulled off, like playing like a kind of country.
Oh yeah,
just a country guy, like a fucking Wrangler. I was really like just floored by his performance in that movie.
Oh, Robert Downey Jr.
Oh yeah.
And Less Than Zero.
Less Than Zero. I'm trying.
Was
to.
Was it him?
No, I'm trying to. I don't think you ever saw a scene. It was suggested. Like
they were in bed naked.
Yeah.
Who was it?
I think there's a blowjob scene in that movie.
Yeah.
You didn't see. You just saw his head, but you didn't see anything.
I thought they were. It was him and I keep wanting to say Eric Stoltz, but it wasn't Eric.
No,
Stoltz.
It's that one guy who was in all those 80s.
He was in
movies.
Secretary.
He was always playing the pansy. He always looked like he was on the verge of tears.
Yeah, like I say, he was in
Pretty in Pink.
Yeah, he was on Boston Legal recently.
Everyone was on Boston Legal, dude.
Yeah, let me see.
Look up his name. I want to say Andrew something.
Oh, I think you're close, man.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'll get.
It's one of those actors that in the 80s he was like in a shitload of 80s films, but you just couldn't remember his name.
I'll find it right here. Damn, that movie came out 2002. Man.
That's a great movie.
That is a great movie,
man.
Oh, let's see. James Spader. So we way off.
Oh, wait a minute.
Andrew.
Okay, no, because let me see. James Spader was the guy. James Spader's the guy in the 80s who always played the prick. He was in the movie Secretary, right? Yeah, that's James Spader. I'm talking about.
Well, maybe it was Eric Stoltz in Less Than Zero.
No, it wasn't. It was the guy. It was the lead guy in Pretty in Pink.
Wait a minute. I know who you're talking about.
He's the lead guy in Pretty in Pink. And he was the friend of Robert Downey Jr. in Less Than Zero.
Andrew McCarthy.
There you go. That's the guy.
Yeah, he was always a dick in those 80s movies, man.
But Andrew McCarthy was always like the sap. He was always like the guy who couldn't ever get the girl. He was always on the verge of tears. He always played the same guy, pretty much.
All right, so Andrew. Yeah, you're right, Andrew McCarthy. There you go. James Spader was in this movie too, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he was.
Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah. I thought I remembered him being.
He was the prick friend of Robert Downey Jr. He was the one who was like keeping him like in that whole scene, like that crazy drugs and debauchery.
Man, let's see.
I miss the 80s sometimes.
I know. All the crazy drugs and debauchery.
Crazy drugs we used to do, living my life like American Psycho.
Getting our business cards, comparing them with each other.
Yeah, having sex in the bathroom.
Killing chicks with chainsaws.
Doing coke like crazy.
And nail guns. Man, I'll tell you somebody else who's just lost their fucking mind.
Uh-oh, who else?
Completely.
Who else?
Chippy D.
Oh, God. Which she doesn't go by that name anymore. She completely dropped that.
She need to drop that.
Because nobody would give a fuck.
Chippy D. That sounds like a fucking, she should be in the next Chipmunks movie or something.
I was about to say, yeah.
Chippy D. That sounds like an animated character, animated animal. Chippy D. We're talking about There's go that fucking cricket again.
I know, that's the loudest fucking cricket in the world.
People, I went outside to chase this cricket off, and a motherfucker ran from me and hid. Yeah. And just waited for me to get in the middle of this podcast so he could start doing this again.
Dude, I think that... Oh, shit! Come here! Corey's on a rampage. Oh. Every time you open up that door, that fucking cricket would just stop. He's like, and he had that shit like on going through an amp at 11. He's like plugged up. Fuck these guys.
Yeah,
fuck their show.
And that cricket,
I fucked up their recording last week. I did it.
It's funny too because that cricket heard that bottle. That motherfucker said, "Shit, he's serious now." And he took his speaker and ran. It looked at you're right. It's like he was hooked up to a speaker.
Get to hopping. Feet don't fail me now.
Damn. Well, now I'll put this right here where I can just kick it again.
I know. You don't have that carpet no more.
I know. Gotta be careful. I'm glad I don't have that carpet anymore, man. When we spill shit now, it ain't gonna stay there for like 3 years, like I usually do.
It's starting to look like the U.S. map in here or something.
What'd you say? Look like Google Maps down there. I gotta look like a hotel in here is what it is.
I think you got Australia over there by your bed.
Yeah, there you go. You got South America over there. Stepping on Brazil right now. Man, yeah, Chippy D. People we're talking about. If you don't know who Chippy D is, if you haven't heard the name, well, you
probably want to hear it again.
You probably don't want to. Yeah, you probably
ain't using that no more.
I know Lawrence Fishburne don't want to hear it. Yeah, we're talking about Lawrence Fishburne's daughter.
Yeah.
Who is named Montana Fishburne, who has all of a sudden decided, you know what? I really love sex.
Oh yeah.
Fuck my father. I'm gonna do porn and get paid.
Yeah, she's been in the news this last couple of weeks because they've been promoting. Well, she's been sort of promoting her sex video that's about to come out, and the reason why she's doing it, at least, is because she wants to be famous. And the way she plans on doing it is the same way that she believes Kim Kardashian did it, which is by releasing a sex tape out there so people can talk about it, and eventually, maybe down the road, she'll have a reality show. Who knows?
Sad, man.
It is.
I mean, really?
I mean, when people now are admitting to, like, you know what, these semi-celebrities, because this isn't the first time I've heard of this, hearing these celebrities go, you know what, I'm just going to release a sex tape because it works.
Jesus.
It did wonders for Paris Hilton. I mean, shit.
Yeah, it did wonders. I mean, it let us know just how little talent she has.
Of course.
I mean, and I'm not saying like she's not, like she doesn't have talent.
She doesn't have talent, dude.
What? I've seen her in a movie. I'm thinking like, this is somebody, and this is what I believe, because a lot of people want to hate on her. And I understand why. Because, I mean, she's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever I would see her in movies, it's like she was so big in Hollywood that people would just throw her in movies just to put her in there. I remember I saw one movie, and
she was in House of Wax. Do you remember that?
I do, and I actually like that movie.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember seeing her ass in that movie, and I was just like, damn, this girl really is fine. I remember
I'm not gonna lie. No, I think she's fucking hot as shit. She's like a dirty hot.
Yeah,
I have no problem. But I mean,
but I remember seeing one movie where she was I forgot what the movie was. It's a forgettable movie anyway. But they panned the crowd to show who all the people at this fashion show, and they showed her with that fucking dog, and she would just sit up there looking so smug. And I'm thinking like, you know what? Yeah, you got money. Yeah, people are kissing your ass right now, but it's only going to be a matter of time before people see you for the worthless shit that you are. And I say that not in contempt of her, but because I'm thinking like, listen, you have no reason to really challenge yourself right now. I really think that if you challenge yourself, you have the door open to you to do all kind of things. If you just stop being surrounded by people who probably are yes people, just have people just putting a camera on you so you can because they say, they would just pay her to go to a party so that people would show up. And I'm like, if you stop doing that and just really just pull your ego aside and then go out and really challenge yourself, you might, because I believe in anybody. I've seen her in movies. I mean, yeah, House of Wax, people want to say she was terrible. I thought she was decent. I ain't gonna say she was good, but I thought that's potential if she really wanted to do it. But you know what? I mean, it's like, and I don't mind somebody who sits around and just says, I'm just gonna be me, and that's it. If I'm a rich kid who can just get by my looks or my money or whatever, if you're content with that, hey, more power to you. Why should you try hard? Well, if you're out there trying, try. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of actors who are kind of doing that, but yeah, in her case, yeah, she was born into money. as soon as she started to hit the club scenes, that's when people paid attention to her. And, I don't even know how it really started. I don't know if it was just paparazzi just taking plenty of pictures of her because she was dressing real nice and slutty. And I guess that was like the big news of the day. And then, she had her sex tape, which I think even shot her up as far as more into the mainstream, which, that did work. That helped out a lot, to say it didn't is ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, she has every opportunity in the world to really put forth some effort into, if she wanted to really get into either making music, which she's done, or even get into making movies. It's like, you know what? It's one thing to really be passionate about something like those two things, because there's plenty of people out there who are trying to make it either in the music or the film scene. But when you're surrounded by people who can easily just make you like a music star by just throwing your ass in a fucking studio and putting auto-tune on you, I mean, why do you have to try to really do anything? Just go in there, sing, leave. You got a CD out the next day. You don't have to struggle. Well, same thing with a movie. You got a friend making a movie, they'll throw you in there.
Well, people see through that shit because.
And yeah, of course. But of course. But you know what? She's not even trying to like tell the public that she's out there really trying to do it. She's just doing it, and
And that's the thing. She's just doing it. You're right. That's what kind of pisses me off, because it's like, well, it doesn't piss me off. I don't care. But it's like I look at it, I'm like, hey, look, you think because you release an album because you're Paris Hilton that it's going to do that well? No, it's going to work against you. It gets to a point where there's a backlash, and people going to see you doing all this shit. No, you pretty much, you fucked yourself. Oh, yeah. You're known as the person who shows up with a fucking dog. You stand there and look pretty, and people expect that out of you. When you try to be too ambitious, people are like, what? The girl who comes to a party with a dog, and she's trying to get serious now?
That bitch who gets her picture taken?
Oh yeah, exactly. Why gonna get up? She got aspirations now? Yeah. Fuck her. Yeah, whatever.
She need to get some ass first.
Yeah.
Some aspirations, but but the thing
she got the ass. She needs aspirations now.
But the thing is like, honestly, I was like, there was probably like a week where I was like, man, I'm really just annoyed by this chick.
Yeah.
I really wish I didn't have to see her all the time. But it's like, you know what? I can easily turn off the channel. I can easily not look at the fucking cover of those tabloids, because you know what? She's still gonna live that life regardless. I mean, and honestly, all I thought was like, you know what? Why do I give a shit? Why do I even care? Am I upset because she has the easy route of just doing whatever she wants? Sure, that's annoying, but you know what? It doesn't mean shit. She's still going to do a bad job of whatever she does. She's not going to be a great actress. She's not ever going to be known for her acting. She's not ever going to be known for her fucking singing. And you know what? And I really kind of feel sorry for her, because I know she surrounds herself by just the most despicable, fucking annoying, just the worst fucking people in that business that you can possibly imagine. And they use that chick. And I know that girl goes to bed sometimes just thinking, you know what, I wish I fucking had a friend or somebody who gave a shit about me.
And and that's a hard thing. Yeah. You're right. I mean, as much as we talk about these people, I probably don't feel that bad for them, because they got everything. I mean, their troubles are not as big as somebody who doesn't have shit.
They'll get drunk and they'll forget about the problem, just like anybody else.
Oh yeah,
But you know what? They still have to wake up in that reality that they're in, and and that's a reality that they kind of help create.
Yeah, I just look at some of the younger people who do get fucked up. Lindsay Lohan's dad. Even
that was a chick who had some talent. That was a chick who,
and that's what I'm saying.
She acted, yeah. She kind of paid her dues.
Her fucking father comes in, fucks up, and all that. I mean, Gary Coleman got fucked up by his parents. I mean, you really are surrounded by people that will smile in your face and tell you how great you are.
Oh yeah.
And there's so many fucking leeches
Lindsay
out there, man.
Lohan's mom is still doing that. I want to say, that's a video we should have tried to look for. She did an interview. I can't remember if it was she did an interview just recently, I think last week, where she got a lot of shit for it, because she was basically making up excuses for her daughter about the whole, going to jail. Like she only did her sentence was reduced so much that it was ridiculous, and they were going to get her in rehab for the 100th time, so she didn't have to be in jail, and her mom was making excuses to where, I guess she was going off about the public just vilifying her, and she was defending her daughter and her actions by what she was doing. And I think the reporter, I can't remember who it was, but they were countering her, by going, I think basically he was just telling her, how can you honestly believe what you're saying, what's coming out of your mouth? Because I mean, your daughter has, it seems like she doesn't give a shit, as far as these charges are pretty serious, and she's just kind of going through life like it doesn't matter, you know. Like,
Yeah. No.
she's gonna get out of it, you know. She's aware of it.
Yeah, I mean, she is, and just be surrounded by people who would tell her again, you were right, and you know, I mean, hopefully she'll recognize how.
You know what?
fucked up
And
she
I
is.
always say, you know, these people aren't gonna recognize shit until something extremely tragic happens to them.
Yeah.
You know, for them to really wake up, if it's, you know, if they don't end up killing somebody, you know,
Or themselves.
or themselves, yeah, you know, it's gonna take a while for them to really wake up
But
out
you
of
know,
their crazy fantasy world they're living in.
I look at these people, and even like Paris Hilton and Kim Kardashian, all these folks, whether they release these sex tapes on purpose or not, or the way they got out and people saw them, and that's the thing that really did make them famous or not. I mean, who knows? But I mean, I know Paris Hilton was already known before sex tapes came out. But I'm looking at this right here, and I'm thinking they at least gave the appearance of it was an accident that they were released. And this is something that scares me about porn being as mainstream as it is that look, I'm not saying I have nothing against porn. Seen a lot of it. Hey, and as bad as I feel for Lawrence Fishburne's, I'm like, and his daughter, I'm like, hey man, you know, somebody's daughter had to do it.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know,
we look everybody that we see in a porn video is somebody's daughter. So,
oh yeah, no, that's very true. You know, it's funny you say that because we were talking about that. It was me, Cyrus, and Leon. We were talking about this on one of the reviews, and I think after the review was over, we were taking a look at Montana's pictures, and I was like, "Oh fuck, man, there's some pictures where she looks really fucking hot. Fuck, I'd do that." And Leon looked at me and he was like, "Hey, man, that's somebody's daughter," and he walked away. And me and Cyrus looked at each other like, what, are you related to this chick or something? Why do you? I mean, hey, there's a lot of chicks out there that are somebody's daughter.
You know, let me back. I hope he was joking because
he didn't look like he was joking.
Because how many young girls have you had sit on your lap at a strip club?
Yeah.
That was somebody's daughter.
Which
you
is
know?
why it was kind of baffling. We looked at him. Me and Cyrus were looking at each other with a big question mark on our face. And I was like, dude, there's a lot of chicks out there who are a lot of people's daughters. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, Leon, you're going to go run around and knock on everybody's door when they're having sex and go, hey, that's somebody's daughter.
Yeah.
You're going to do that to your parents?
Yeah, next day,
hey,
what? Next time you standing next to that
daughter.
stage being hypnotized by the ass cheeks, stuffing a dollar in that ass crack. Hey, I'm going to be behind you. Yeah. Hey, that's somebody's daughter.
Somebody's daughter, dude. Yeah.
And look, none of us are in a position to judge. We've all watched porn. But I will say that while, I'm looking at porn and everything, I've seen it, and I'm not judging these people by what they do. I'm not even judging this girl for what she does. I mean, she's an adult. She can't live for her father all the time. But it does make me sad that people think that this is the thing that this is the only opportunity, or this is what they should do, or this is what's going to make me famous quickly. I mean, I'm already at a position now where, look, I don't know the story behind every stripper, porn star, and anything in between. I don't know what that is, but a lot of times I'm thinking like maybe they didn't have the opportunity that some other people had. Maybe the opportunity passed them by. Any girl that I would see who has a brain, is smart. I mean, regardless of how many times I've seen porn or how many strip clubs I've gone to or whatever, I would always encourage a young girl to do something else. I would always say, you know what, if you're smart, or look, what can I tell you? If you're gonna, anybody can. Look, I can. If I really want to make quick cash, I could go under a bridge and give hand jobs or something to some people. I could, I could go suck dick or something. Yeah,
I had to do that.
Yeah, I've done it. In hard times. No, people, I ain't done that shit.
You gotta eat.
Hey, I was hungry that day, so I ate a dick. But no, I'm thinking like, look, I'm not judging anybody's shit. Mm-hmm. If you think that the allure of cash is that great for you, the allure of fame, and this is what you got to do, that's your life. I ain't got time to think about you. But really, 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 what I think is respectful, no, not really. I mean, not if you have the opportunity to do something else. I mean,
no,
really.
It's nothing I brag about. Well, and the thing is, like, I mean, as long as I've been around, I've talked to plenty of strippers, and they all have a billion different stories, as far as why they're doing what they're doing. Some of those you can sympathize with. You got a kid, No, you ain't got nobody else to help you with that. I get it. I ain't. Hey,
you don't know what people's stories I let them do something.
No,
and let me just clear something. I'm gonna just fail. I just say maybe that's not respectful. Is the wrong thing. I don't know. It depends on your point of view. I saw this show about prostitutes on these hookers that work in at the Bunny Ranch or something on HBO.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking like, hey, you know what? They like sex that much to where they want to make money with it. To them, it's clean, it's respectful, they got it under their control. Hey, look, if that's what they really want to do, then so be it.
Yeah.
I know my personal. If somebody was to come up and ask me personally, like, I have a choice here. I want to be a hooker or a call girl, or I want to try to go to college and get my degree and be something like, I don't know, like a surgeon, whatever. No matter how easy option number A is, it's going to get to a point where if you haven't saved your money, you're not going to be that girl that everybody wants to pick to have sex with or have to get a lap dance from. So I would say secure your future with option B and do something else.
Corey, I honestly think you should go with option A and just be a call girl, because I think that'd be easier for you.
I should? Me? I will. I'm talking about them.
I choose A. I thought you were talking about you. That's like your situation.
No,
It's either do a movie review show or go out and wear a wig and be a call girl.
I realized that sucking dick was not going to get me. It's not going to take me very far. So I stopped doing it early on and saved my money, and now I review movies.
You can't really put that on a resume.
No, I can't. So what did you do for the last 2 years? Well, if you see right there on line 3, I suck dick. And hey, look, I had open mobility. Like I gave my ass away for that next year. I was like,
I look at it as acting. There's a lot of porn stars. A lot of porn stars take that mentality as far as like, I want to go to that next step and be a legitimate actor. Which, honestly used to be laughable. Whenever you'd hear stories about porn stars like going into that business thinking that at some point maybe big Hollywood would notice them, you'd laugh. But in this day and age, especially right now, there are a lot of porn stars that are like transcending that idea.
But what are they doing
as
though?
far as they're doing Piranha 3D.
Yeah, exactly. And what are they doing in Piranha 3D?
But they're being naked.
But they're being naked and they getting eat up by a fish. There's no acting that they have to do.
Angelina Jolie was naked in a few movies I can think of.
But she wasn't a porn actress.
Not yet. Not yet.
Shit. Well, hey, let me tell you something. That train passed her by already.
Give it time. She'll either be doing that or Playboy.
Man, on a side note here, I just want to. We're gonna jump back on this and get to like fucking how we got on this Montana. Yeah. But I saw a People magazine of stars. It was all women who don't have makeup on, caught without makeup, and look. Some of these people look downright bad without makeup, but a few of them are like, they just look like regular girls. Like if I saw them somewhere, I don't care if they have makeup on or not, I'd be like, yeah, she's cute. And then some are just so fucking beautiful, man, that you couldn't even tell. Angelina Jolie was one of those people. They called her and they said, okay, this is the picture with no makeup on. This is the picture without. And I was just like, which one is which? I can't tell. I was like,
that's when you know you got a true beauty.
And they showed a picture of her like she was crying, had that ugly face, and she still looked beautiful, man.
She looked hot when she's crying.
Yeah,
she looks hotter when she's crying.
I tell you who looked bad. Oh man, I forgot her name. It was a morning talk show host, and they called her with no makeup on, and I couldn't believe the difference, man. She looked like a fucking guy.
Oh, no.
She looked like that old dude off of Family Guy.
Oh.
Are you like popsicles? Yeah, that guy. Man, I'm not lying.
They look like Al Pacino.
And I'm glad I even can't remember this girl's name, this woman's name. I'm talking really bad about
it. She could be listening to the show right now.
I actually thought it was kind of bad they put a picture in there, but I do. And they probably call her at a bad angle. Or something. I don't know what happened, but it looked like, those old man masks that you get at Halloween? Oh, yeah. Sometimes you see people robbing banks with them and shit. She looked like one of those masks. I was like, God damn.
Are you sure she wasn't wearing one of those masks? You sure it wasn't like a Halloween picture?
You want to know who looked? And I know it was just a bad picture because I know she don't look this bad all the time. But you want to know what one of the worst pictures I saw was? Tyra Banks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, without her makeup on, she looked like.
'Cause I've seen some pictures with her with not.
That's
not
what I'm
wearing
saying.
anything,
Man, some of these pictures,
knows?
I actually think People
Photoshop
Magazine
them.
goes and makes them look worse. I really do, man. I'm just
add
like,
long nose hairs and.
I think they do things. They
Black
play,
eye.
yeah. They draw shit on there. Like, they draw mustaches.
they gap their teeth.
Yeah, they put an eye patch on them.
Are you sure that wasn't some kid like doing that shit in those magazines you're looking at for? Are you waiting in that fucking grocery line? You're like going, God damn, this is fucked up. I got to talk about this.
I picked up the People Magazine on the plane after some kid drew in it.
Yeah.
Damn, he's ugly.
This is a hot topic for Let's Do This.
Jesus, man. Man, when Tyra Banks doesn't have makeup on, she's got a beard.
Yeah.
She looks like a pirate. Why does she look like that with an eye patch and a French twirly mustache? No, I just thought it was a bad picture of her makeup. I've seen Tyra Banks without any makeup. I'm like, she don't look that bad. But this picture, they showed it. She looked like she needed some chicken soup or something because she was like suffering from the flu.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was that bad. And then they caught people with with a zit here and there. Like Katie Holmes had like a really big zit right above her lip, or maybe it was a canker sore or a cold sore, and it was like, it does distract, but whatever. She's human, man.
I know that's all I think. I'm like, yeah, who gives a shit? They taking pictures of these poor people like stalking them down the road without their makeup. Oh, I got you. Yeah, it's like going hunting for wild animals or something. I'm like, really? Who gives a shit? But you know what I love? I actually love when they take pictures of like these leading guys like
at the beach,
like Leonardo DiCaprio, like taking pictures of them at the beach, like him or Tobey Maguire, where they take pictures at the beach, but the guys like haven't been working out, so they got like these huge pot bellies where they just look fat. And you know what? Looking at something like that, I'm like, fucking A. Awesome. That's you know what? That guy just like rose like 10 points in my book because you know what? He can easily like just go, hey, you know what? Fuck, I'm just gonna be a guy and I'm gonna fucking get fat. And when it's time to do a role, then I'll fucking go lose weight.
Work out. Yeah.
And it's just like, you know what? We need to see more pictures like that of those Hollywood hunks out there all fat when they're not making their movies all scraggly, looking like shit. Like I know,
and they don't even give a fuck. They out there on the beach with no shirt on.
There are pictures of Keanu Reeves out there where you see him where he grows a beard, but he can't really grow a full beard. Where it's like he has patches of hair like sporadically around his face, and his hair's all fucked up. He looks kind of like a crazy bum, like a beach bum. But I'm like, you know, we need more pictures like that to let people know that, you know, people don't look as fucking
I'm not gonna say
amazing as you always put them. You know, they don't look like they do in the movies all the fucking
Can't wait
time.
for somebody to take a picture of me, and I wake up in the morning looking like buckwheat.
Take a picture of someone me taking a shit.
Yeah, me on the toilet and shit.
That's me out in nature.
Hey, this is real.
This is real. Taking a shit on the street. That's real.
You see what you get.